Good vibes, Earthlings. Thank you very much for clicking this video. I am Y311H and we shall be reacting together to very interesting videos with the intentions of spreading love, peace, forgiveness and unity. I am with my friend here, Kasungumo. Straight out of Africa with lots of good vibes. Hit the like button, grab some snacks and watch till the end. Let's dive in.
What I want to show you guys today is this whole root training system that I've been talking about. Plants that are started at the same time. This is your traditional tray, and this is what that same plant looks like in that root training system. These are all seedlings that came out at the same time. So I'm going to show you the consistency of this. These are queens of the night. You see how identical those are? We're going to take a soldering iron. We're going to put 4 drain holes at the 2-inch mark. The reason I like the construction site sand because what this is granite, limestone, and all other type of rocks that's been ground together and then rinsed. Take a handful, drop it in my cup, and then we take some water and we just fill it to that field line, and then it'll start draining out once you get enough in there. We're going to take some of our compost, grab one of our seedlings, and we water it in. And that's to get those roots to settle in. It's that root training system.
UFOs are in the Bible. In a second, I will show you proof that the biblical prophets were encountering UFOs. Look at these biblical paintings, showing the viewer the resurrection of Christ. Do you notice what is in the corner? How about now? It appears to be a UFO witnessing the crucifixion of Christ. But what if these aren't UFOs, but instead biblically accurate angels? The Bible says that biblically accurate angels fly in chariots. The word chariot can be translated to millstone, and this is what a millstone looks like. So angels fly around in disc-shaped objects known as chariots of fire. One of these crafts abducted Ezekiel in Kings 2, verse 11. The Bible also says a spiritual lead disc lifted up and had a woman within it. Now, since we know that these so-called UFOs are from heaven, we know that angels are what we call aliens. So perhaps the rapture would look more like this. And we were conditioned to believe when this day came, it was an alien invasion and not God coming to rapture his children. There is a secret government book that I came across that exposes all of these angelic races. If you would like a video on these races, comment angelic races. Did you know?
Oh, that's crazy, man. Look at this. Some good vibes guy here have what looks like some good vibes way of having fun. You see? What are these birds here? Oh man, this is interesting. It's good vibes. It looks like zip lining, only that it has been taken to a notch higher. You see? This is creativity, man. Physics at its best. Look at this. Tarakaz Katan. Oh, wait. I mean, this is a bottle opener that is this
Did
cool.
you know that
Wow,
hummingbirds have
fantastic.
teeth? And they're not alone. Flamingos too. And of course, geese have them on their tongues. Geese are, by the way, very aggressive. Birds, however, have done something really weird. 100 million years ago, birds had regular teeth, and then they lost them. And they had to come up with a whole new method to make these structures, which are made from keratin. But they still have the genes to make their crocodilian-like teeth. Scientists have even been able to activate the gene in chickens, and the embryos grow teeth more similar to a crocodilian. Crocodilians and avians really aren't that far apart in the evolutionary tree. However, once activated, the genes that produce crocodilian-like teeth in avians is actually lethal. So it's quite possible that they weren't able to reactivate that gene to perform the tasks they need to with the teeth, so instead found a different method to do it. Not all birds have completely lost their dinosaur traits. You might notice this little guy has thumbs. This is a baby hoatzin. They're a South American bird, and they actually retained claws. Before they grow their complete adult set of feathers, they use those claws to climb. This allows them to move nimbly through the trees. When it comes to bird species like these, it's not that hard to imagine how they possibly could have come from something like this.
Strange flying objects caught on camera. Let's see, man. Oh, my friends. Do you see that something above what looks like an abandoned road there? What is that, my friends? Oh, it's crazy. Did you see that thing there? Looks like a humanoid creature that is floating in there. This is crazy, my friends. Oh, it just left. It's like this stuff is flying. Hey, look at this. What's up with the cat? How did the cat manage to cheat there like that? What's suspending it to the elevator like that, my friends? What's up? Oh, this is crazy. Even this good vibes guy was surprised to see the cat there. Oh, looks like the cat was stuck on... Oh, it was a dog stuck on the leash there in some elevator. This is very sad. It's crazy, man. Oh, look at this. Oh, this good vibes guy were going through the bridge and they came across this wonderful monkey here. You see? Just passing and having fun there on its own. These animals are incredible, my friends. Wait, what's going on here? You mean this one is those merry-go-rounds? Why is it tall like this? My friends, English people, is this really stuff? Are the people on
The truth
that
about
thing
the
or
solar
what?
eclipse.
Wake up. We are trying to wake you up. Thanks to fact checkers on USA Today, we have completely debunked the misinformation sparked by the conspiracies of this solar eclipse. Watch this video till the end, perform your duty as a human being, and share this video and watch it till the end before you denounce anything.
Welcome to a day in the life on Earth in 2024. So early next week, the sun, which is 400 times larger than the moon, and coincidentally exactly 400 times farther away than the moon, will be 100% perfectly covered up by the moon during a total solar eclipse, because they appear exactly the same size in the sky, which is quite the coincidence considering we are moving around the sun at 66,672 miles an hour, while the sun is hurling through a forever exponentially expanding space at 448,000 miles an hour, and the moon is just able to cover up the sun 100% perfectly, no more, no less. That is a bit of a coincidence if you ask me. Meanwhile, NASA will be firing 3 rockets into the total solar eclipse to study the air. And those rockets are named APEP, after the Egyptian serpent demon god of destruction and chaos. Don't believe me? Ask NASA for yourself. The mission is called APEP. The acronym was chosen because APEP is also the name of the serpent god from ancient Egyptian cosmology, who pursued the sun god Ra and every so often nearly consumed him, resulting in an eclipse. So they gave a very innocent and understandable reasoning for naming it APEP, but they forgot to mention that APEP represents the forces of chaos, death, and disorder. It's literally the opposite of light and good. It's pure evil. The serpent demon god of destruction is what they're naming the rockets that they're shooting into the sun after. But that's not all. Meanwhile, all of this is going on while NASA is shooting rockets into the total solar eclipse, and while the moon is perfectly covering the sun, CERN, who has a statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside their door, will be firing up the largest machine in the entire world, the Large Hadron Collider. That's right, they are going to be firing billions of protons at each other at the speed of light in a 17-mile-long tunnel, trying to recreate the conditions 1 second after the Big Bang. And they are firing it up during the total solar eclipse. Besides the fact that they have the statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside their door, I guess it's also just a coincidence that their logo is literally 3 6s. And I guess it's also a coincidence that CERN is located in Geneva, Switzerland. And the Bible says that Satan lives where Antipas was put to death. And Antipas was put to death at the Apollyon Temple in Geneva, Switzerland. But it goes even deeper than that. CERN and the Large Hadron Collider are specifically located in a city called St. Genus Poli. I know I'm probably butchering that. But that city translates to Apollyacum, which was a village temple dedicated to Apollo. And Apollo is very closely compared and related to Shiva, which is the statue that they have right outside. And Apollo is very closely associated with destruction, means to destroy. And they have a statue of the god of destruction right outside. While NASA is shooting 3 rockets into the solar eclipse named after the serpent demon god of destruction. So CERN, whose logo is 666, who has a statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside, is located at an ancient temple of Apollo. And the ancient temple of Apollo was believed to have a portal to the underworld right underneath it. And the Large Hadron Collider is located right on top of it, where they're trying to smash particles together to create what created the universe. The Bible says they had as king over them the angel of the abyss, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon and in Greek is Apollyon, that is destroyer. I guess it's also a coincidence that the World Wide Web was created at CERN, and www translates into Hebrew as 666. So, not only will NASA, whose name means to deceive in Hebrew, be shooting 3 rockets into the total solar eclipse named after the serpent demon god of destruction, but at the same exact time, CERN, whose logo is 666, who created the World Wide Web that translates into 666, who has a statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside their door that is built on top of a temple dedicated to Apollo, the god of chaos and destruction and the ruler of the underworld, they will be firing up the Large Hadron Collider and shooting particles at each other at the speed of light to create dark matter during the total solar eclipse. Does this not sound like they're trying to open a portal or send us into the upside down or something? Because honestly, the Large Hadron Collider looks a lot like that portal opener that they had in Stranger Things. And even one of the top scientists working on the Large Hadron Collider said, "Out of this door might come something, or we might send something to it." Does that not sound like a portal is opening up? Sergio Bertolucci said that. He is an Italian particle physicist and the former director of research and scientific computing at CERN. So I think he knows what he's talking about. So considering all of the satanic references associated with CERN that I just mentioned, including the human sacrifice ritual that happened right outside of CERN, right in front of the Hindu statue of destruction, I don't think that they're opening this portal for anything good. I'm gonna be honest. If you don't remember that CERN ritual happening, here's a video of it. I'm about to play it.
What the?
And then the fact checkers came out and said that it was just a bunch of scientists playing a prank on us and performing a fake human sacrifice ritual in front of the god of destruction, because scientists are just known for their pranks and human sacrifice is so funny. And on another note, the moon is also turning red. It's rusting because hematite is being found on it, and hematite is derived from the Greek word for blood. And I guess it's just a coincidence that the Bible says the sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And that's exactly what's happening. I'm not gonna say it's the end of the world, but I'm not gonna say it's not.
What is that?
Did I fall asleep and wake up with these spider people with their legs and
It's got armholes there and arms down here.
How's that meant? Are your legs meant to go in this?
Drop it.
You just got stuffed angle in there.
What is that? If anybody's tried this on, please tag me in the results because I can't fathom it.
I was out here fishing and sirens came from this island. I swear to God, I have it on video. I'm gonna play it shortly.
Just a week ago, Meg and a friend of hers were fishing in the Gulf of Mexico when all of a sudden they captured the sounds of mermaids, very similar to this video. Pay attention.
I hear him. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What are those?
Okay, you can see clearly 2 things swimming next to the boat. You can hear it really sounds like mermaids, and then Meg captured this while she was fishing in the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, for real, oh my gosh, this is
Check
God.
this out. After she cast it.
And she's nothing on your hook.
Now.
I have a worm.
What is that?
Guys,
Oh, my friends, what is that screeching sound there? It's crazy, man. This kind of some lovely good vibes guy was feeding some potatoes and watermelon to this nutria. Do you call it a nutria or yeah, maybe a nutria, something that resembles a squirrel and is good vibes. Oh, this is a wonderful guy, my friends. You see? Oh, this is incredible. You see, even the animal there is happy and just thankful to this guy. You see? It's good vibes. The universe will surely bless this guy for this kind of gestures of his. You see? It's nice, man, and incredible. Wonderful souls. We should all be loving, caring towards one another like we do for ourselves, you see? And kindness should be a daily thing for us, you see? Wow, this is incredible. This guy here will be blessed, man. Oh, see how that animal is happy just to be fed by him? It's good vibes, man. Good vibes all the way. What was that thing? Hey, crazy stuff, man. Just like these flowers and plants that resemble faces. Oh, this is crazy. How are these stuff made and shaped like this? You mean these are real flowers, my friends? Oh, they have some semblance with human faces or faces that almost look like humans. And it's crazy, man. Oh, my friends, it's like we are surely connected with this nature in some kind of ways. In many ways, my friend. And it's like we are one. It's why we should even treat the trees with loving and caring. People should not cut down trees anyhow, you see? Just treat everything nicely. Wow. My friends, have you yourself ever seen these flowers here from where you come from? Or these are just CGI photos? You please leave your comments on this. You see? This is crazy stuff. Oh, looks like they even have the eyes, this one. Some even have beards. Flowers. Is that long? Yeah.
Hey there, so the voices and the screams that you hear while doing these things is very real. And so one of the reasons why you're able to hear these things, right, is because you're vibrating at that frequency, at a low frequency. So I myself used to hear music coming out of the fan. And these demons, they're able to insert themselves in electrical devices and in sound waves. And so this is why I'm always saying that these demons hide in electrical devices, like your TVs, your phones, microwaves, refrigerators, and they can alter the sound waves as well. One time I was listening to my music through my earbuds, right? And the demon was changing the lyrics to the song, literally, which was freaky. And so this is why you'll hear background whispering when you're on a phone call. Yes, demons can insert themselves in phone calls as well. They can insert themselves in Wi-Fi, 5G waves as well. And since these Wi-Fis are always hitting us 24/7, that's one way they can enter us as well. So this is one way they get into our head.
Oh, but from honesty, man. Honesty is an important virtue.
Yeah, part of the journey. Just make sure that it's not manual focus.
Oh man, look at that. I'm so shaky.
Oh, what are those planes doing? Is that
If you're
smoke?
boycotting Kellogg's right now, you have to watch this video. I was today years old when you can make Rice Krispies by taking rice and fucking frying it in a pan, and this video explains it all. You just put some rice, you drop it in your oil, you pick it up, and you put it in a bowl, and then you do it again. And like literally, we don't need shit from Kellogg's. We don't need shit from many of these big brands. Most of the country wants to fuck the 1%, so let's fucking do it.
Oh, did you know it is possible to fry rice?
Cain is the first son from Lucifer and Eva, and not from Adam and Eva. The first son from Adam and Eva was Abel, and Cain and Abel was half brothers. This information you find back in the Zohar is in Jewish mystic script. that tell us all these details from that time, but a little bit another version, like our Bible version. So what tells us the Zohar? That on a moment the two half-brothers, Cain and Abel, was doing sacrifices to God. And God was not accepted the sacrifices from Cain. And if you think a little bit logic, like the Zohar tell us, of course, because he was a son from Lucifer and Eva. And he don't understand even why he don't accept my sacrifice. Yes, logic, because he was a Luciferian bloodline. For this, they don't accept your sacrifice. And Cain was becoming jealous and have killed his brother. This was the first murder between the Luciferian bloodline and the human bloodline. After the death from Abel, Adam and Eva have a second child, and is Seth. But what we find also back in the Bible is the bloodline from Cain. And Cain, this bloodline is a Luciferian bloodline. So that means on our planet we have two bloodlines. The Luciferian bloodline and the human bloodline. The Luciferian bloodline comes from Cain, and the human bloodline comes from Seth.
Oh man, my friends, what do you think about that? Oh. Hey, this good vibes cat here was walking on what looks like frozen water. And the cat also cannot believe it. It's probably wondering, oh myself, why can I not get in this water? Hey, it's crazy, man. Probably thinks it's a glitch in the matrix. Oh, look at this. Then there's this what looks like some giant fish or snake down there in the oceans or lakes. I don't know where it is, but it's crazy stuff this one's, my friend. What type of fish is that?
A biological entity from another planet per se.
What we're looking at here is something that can literally move interdimensionally.
It's extraterrestrial, looks very, very close to something from another dimension.
So I wouldn't call them aliens. I really like what Grush calls them. He says that they're interdimensional beings.
It could be something that is extra or hyperdimensional. Now, I don't mean extra dimensional in a woo-woo sense. I mean extra dimensional in a quantum physics sense.
I don't look at this and think ET. I look at these as displacement craft that are coming from parallel realities.
Grush never said extraterrestrial or alien. He said interdimensional. I think that that's incredibly important.
UFOs are real and aliens are real, but they're not from outer space. They're interdimensional and potentially fallen angels disguising themselves because they're liars of something, like you said, can't be proven or disproven.
What do you think of this stuff, my friends? Yeah? It's like mosquitoes decided to have their annual meeting.
Isn't fazed by this man.
That's how big this thing is.
Oh, look at that. That's his lung. Just there. He's open. Oh, he's got the same thing on the other side too. Well, that was a big cut mark. You think he'd get out of here a little bit faster, eh? Big eel. Off he goes. Into the darkness. And that's the last of him.
That's one big eel. This dog understands the traffic rules, man. Oh, that's some wise dog. can be helpful in controlling traffic. Look at this types of sea monsters: Megalodon, Sea Dragon, El Gran Major. Wow, 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 wow. And then we see the El Gran Major here. My friend, look at this stuff. Whoa, lo, 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 lo. This one looks like a floating or as an island. But my friend, you know what? It's not. This one is a fish, allegedly. Whoa, my friends. Have you ever seen that stuff in real life? It's crazy. How far animals can smell? Oh, let's see. Humans, how far do you think humans can smell? Only 0.02 kilometers. How? But my friend, rats, the mice, can smell 2 kilometers away. Just imagine, 2 kilometers. It's crazy stuff, man. And the cats can smell of almost 6 kilometers away. Imagine 6 kilometers smell. Oh my god. But now moths have broken the record. I didn't know moths can smell stuff 7 kilometers away. Eh? And the cows 10 kilometers away. That's why they know their owner is coming. But you see, elephants with their long nose can smell up to 19 kilometers away. My friends, don't joke. 19 kilometers away is very far. Dogs can smell up to 20 kilometers away. What? These animals can be really useful. But polar bears, my friend, can smell you from 30 kilometers away. You see, that's somewhere where you even need to board a car if you are not a long distance walker. You see? The grizzly bears can smell that 2 kilometers away. That 2 kilometers, my friends. Can you imagine that?
Have you ever asked yourself these questions? Is there really a hell? Who goes there? Where is hell located? How does it all work? If you are interested in this, you're going to find this video fascinating. So I'm going to share with you my metaphysical theories about how all of this works. In order for me to talk about hell, first I have to back up and talk about the law of mirroring, also known as the law of attraction. The law of attraction is much deeper than people think. This is because everything that happens inside of you will be mirrored, will be reflected in your life. People think that if they focus on having a lot of money and they keep repeating, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I attract money to myself, that they're going to manifest money. That is your conscious mind. The conscious mind is usually 5% of what makes you you. 95% is the subconscious mind. These are things that you don't even know are in there, but guess what? The subconscious mind also manifests in your life, also mirrors in your reality. So think about it. If 95% of what you are comes from your subconscious mind, and in there you have programs that were put in there by your parents, they taught you that money is evil. Only bad people have a lot of money. Guess what? 95% of who you are is against money, sees money as the enemy. Therefore, you can't manifest money because almost all of you sees it as something bad. And when we are using mantras and looking at expensive cars and mansions trying to manifest, you're using 5% of who you are, which is your conscious mind. This is why manifestation is so difficult. It's not that simple. Now, in physical reality, there is no such thing as instant manifestation. What would that look like? You think of a car and instantly you see it in front of you like magic. That would be instant manifestation. So, why is it that you manifest all of these things in your life that come from your subconscious? Because those programs that are creating your reality have been in there for a long time, maybe since childhood, and that's why you're seeing it mirrored in your life. You can be in a horrible state, feeling depressed, and yet you're not manifesting monsters around you. You're not manifesting bombs falling on you that reflect your inner state. This shows you that there is a buffer of time, and that's why we don't have instant manifestation. That would be a horrible thing. We wouldn't survive. But when you die, you are no longer being held down by the density of physicality. So, manifestation is instant once you have died. What does this mean? It means that your level of consciousness, the vibration that you're in at the moment of death, is what will continue to be your experience in the afterlife. Now, when I say vibration, I don't mean you're feeling sad or you're feeling happy, because these things go up and down. I'm talking about your standard level of consciousness, what is normal for you. You see, we could have a pretty high level of consciousness, but we drop from that temporarily. That's when we feel sad, depressed, but we eventually come up again to our standard. It is said that most human beings are in pride consciousness. When someone is in anger consciousness, this means that it is their standard. So in that case, it would be someone who is always around violence. They're violent towards others. Maybe they kill others. They're abusing others all the time. This is their standard way of existing. And the truth is, somebody who is vibrating like that in physical form is in immense suffering. They are in hell inside of themselves. And so if that person were to die, they would find themselves in the afterlife in what would look like hell. But do you think they were sent there by God, by someone? Nobody has sent that person anywhere, because we are always responsible for ourselves, no matter where we are, in physical reality or in the afterlife. We are always the source of everything that is happening to us. So the person that is in anger consciousness has so much hurt inside that through the law of mirroring, everything that happens inside is being projected outward as this person's life. That's why they see so much violence, so many people trying to attack them, trying to kill them. But in physical reality, remember, there is a buffer of time. So the person could be at home in silence. If they have angry thoughts, that doesn't mean that somebody just pops into their reality like magic. But that's how it happens in non-physical once you've died. So picture it, this person has just died, and they're in the afterlife, and suddenly they find themselves in a horrible place. They feel this unbelievable fear, like everywhere they look, there could be an enemy, there could be a threat. And there are people screaming, and the person thinks, oh my God, I'm in hell. But is this person really in hell, in a location that bad people are sent to? Or is this being vibrating the same way he was vibrating in his earthly life, and that vibration is literally projecting that hell around this person? That's what's really happening. And every other person that was vibrating the same as this person in their human life, they all find themselves in the same place because they're in the same frequency. So let's keep going. They've just died and they look around and they're in hell. What happens to this person as they continue to experience the hell? They are in the same loop that they were in as a human being. So they're constantly having thoughts of, I'm in danger, everybody is my enemy, I'm so scared, I want to kill people, I want to hurt people because I just want to survive. That loop is literally creating the hell that they're seeing around them every second, like creating it. It's not that they're trapped there, they are trapping themselves without even knowing, because they're in a thought loop and they can't get out because they can't have a different thought, a higher vibration thought, and so they keep staying in that hell, and yet they could leave any second, but they don't know it. So remember, this person is in a loop of horrible thoughts, horrible feelings, and this is what is creating the hell around them. After spending a long time like that, now they're getting really tired. They can't bear the pain anymore. And now this endless loop is still very strong, but changes are happening inside. And they're somehow able to have a wonderful memory come up of their time on planet Earth. This person was a child and they were in a garden with their beloved grandmother. And they remember that in the garden there were these beautiful flowers. When they're able to have that thought, that is energy. And guess what? There is instant manifestation where they are in non-physical. So as they look around, they are in this horrible place. But when they have that memory of the garden and the grandmother and the flowers, suddenly before them, instantly manifested, are these beautiful flowers in the middle of hell. And this person can't understand, how is this possible? It's possible because for a second, they changed their vibration. And there is instant manifestation in the afterlife, and so they see that manifestation. But the loop of suffering is still so strong that the flowers disappear and the hell continues. Now, the most important thing about this person's vibration is that because they are in fear consciousness, they see everybody as the enemy. Therefore, they can't have the thought, there are people that exist that can help me. That thought doesn't exist. But as they experience that hell more and more, they're going to get to a point that they can't bear it any longer. And that's when they have the thought that maybe if I ask for help, somebody will answer. And guess what? In that moment, when they're able to have that thought, it is so much higher in vibration than the hell they're in that suddenly they manifest the help that they're vibrating at. And I would imagine that angels or high vibrational beings would manifest in that moment and would escort this person out of that hell. Now, the beautiful thing is that maybe those high vibrational beings were always beside this person that was in hell, but the person in hell couldn't see them because of the vibration they were in. So when they shift their vibration by begging for help, suddenly it seems like the angels appear, but they were always there, patiently waiting for this person who couldn't get out of the negative loop to finally stop that loop by asking for help. And in that moment, they are liberated from all of that suffering. It's important to notice that the person that was in hell is such a powerful being that nobody could save that person because he can save himself. He is strong enough. He is powerful enough. Nobody is going to come and take him out of hell. He is the one that has to shift. And when he shifts, he sees a completely new reality before him.
Oh, my friends, we should all be loving and kind to one another.